Alright guys, this is a female head from a user named Mogaku. So, Mogaku made this head and it's not bad as we see it. It's pretty cool. What can we see now? It's that the eyes are a little bit further away from each other. The distance between this part of the nose and the eyelid should be bigger, so I will push the eyelid inward. Also the nose, from the profile view, you see the nostrils where they go. They have to be more in. So we will push them in and then we will see what will happen. But overall, maybe we need to... this head is a little bit tilted forward, which could be a problem for some, but let's leave it like this. It will be a challenge, a little bit of a challenge. So, the head overall from front view, the widest point is around the ears, which is not a good thing, so I will push it in. But overall, the lips are not looking super bad, but they look like this, because they are no pushed. The corners have to be pushed more in. Overall, the lips are lying almost on a straight line. They have to be on a curve, and the nose also is lying on a straight line. It has to be on the curve. The eyes also are lying on a straight line. So this is a very common mistake for the features of the face to lie on a straight line. But the truth is that all of them are lying on pretty big, not super big curve, but they have to be on a curve. All of them, like this. Something like that. And also here the forehead also has to be a little bit more curved. So, a lot of curves we have to achieve, which will not be very difficult, as we know. It will be easy. Now, first, what I want to do immediately is to push these eyelids back. The inner part here. And also the eyes to go closer together. Overall, the eyes shapes are not bad at all. But, yeah, let's see here. Push this under the eyelid. And then just mark the orbit of the eye, the bottom part here in the middle. Here. And then maybe squeeze the nose, so it's not that wide. Squeeze it, especially here in the pulp. And smooth this area. Let's see how it looks. It doesn't look super good, but yeah. Let's move the mouth back, the corners of the mouth, let's move them back to make the mouth more round. Okay, let's move them up a little bit. And let's make this M shape of between the mouth. Okay, so it's not exactly M shape. Let me show. It's like here, they're going up, they're going down, and up and down and away. So it's like W shape or M shape, whatever you can call it. But yeah, it's some kind of a shape. So I will also push the corners of the mouth in and make our meat around the mouth. Smooth this area, add more meat on the lips, on the lower lip especially, and just, you know, creasing here and smooth. It's always has to be smooth. Now, what I notice here is the nose is pretty strange because the nostrils, the holes are very much in. So I will just make them more outward, and the nose itself, the nostrils, I will just remake them. And the front part of the nose I will separate from the back a little bit and then smooth. So it has to be separated, but very slightly, without too much thing. And now here I will add this line, which will separate the bottom part of the nostril with the top part, but just a little bit. I will add it just a little bit. I will not add it too much. Then we need the nostrils to go in, like this, with everything else, because otherwise everything else will be like this, which is not good. So I will push the nostrils in, and this will make sure we have our muzzle of the mouth, like this. And then I will smooth it. Okay, we have the muzzle of the mouth already. I'm smoothing it, smoothing around the lips. And the lips are still not super cool. That's not because of the lips that much. Because now the lips are looking relatively fine. But we have a problem with this upper part here, which can go a little bit forward. Just the middle point. And can be a little bit close together and smooth, like this. Sometimes this is not that wide, most of the time. It was a little bit too wide. Then, the other thing, the shape of the skull is very important. Let's smooth it out on the sides. It was a little bit junky and wanky. And just make sure it's more straight. And also the ears, they look a little bit too small. Yeah, maybe it's normal to think that on the female the ears will be very small and almost invisible because, you know, women are more gentle and everything, but it's not like that. I mean, you see pretty good ears this girl have, because the ears are important. Let's increase the size of the neck a little bit and pull down this neck to be a little bit longer. And increase the size again. Okay, like this I think would be better. And let's make the sternocleidomastoid muscle, which is coming from behind the ears, and it's flat, and it's going down. And here, we will push it a bit, and just make sure it's like sharp, kind of, there are two sharp things that are coming out, and between them, it's a little dimple, but this you have to notice yourself in some references. Now, what I noticed also is a little bit bigger eyebrow lines, so I will smash them, because when you don't have eyebrows, these things are pretty soft in here. Everything is pretty soft. So we don't have eyebrows, so it will be soft. So the eyes themselves, I will push them up a little bit. They were too much down, I think. And also let me try to make the forehead a bit more round. I'm just flattening the sides here, so I don't have a corner there. I don't need a corner. Corners are bad. And overall, I will smash this, because, yeah, the face is not that bad constructed, but I need more construction, because I don't see the skull. I cannot imagine there is skull below at some point, and we need the skull. The ears are not very well developed, so we will spend a little bit more time to develop them a bit better. But overall, it's starting to look like it. Of course, I will pull a little bit more back, so I can have my muzzle of the mouth a bit better. Maybe I will push the lower lip a bit back. You know, when I am wondering what to do with the female head and to make it more beautiful, I am trying to achieve like, yeah, I will even push the overall mouth a bit up. And the nose I will try to smooth, make it narrower. And let me just make it a bit stylized. Yeah, there are a lot of things you have to do for this head to look nice. Although it was looking like it's kind of okay, but there were a lot of things wrong. And it's not exactly that it's wrong, but they are not right. So yeah, if you think they are right, it's not good. They are not right. But they're not particularly ultra wrong. So I will push this area also, because I know here we have a bony area, and then we have this area here is kind of a fat part above the eye, especially in the female, and we already talked about it. Now for the mouth, we need to fix, I mean the lips, we need to push the inner portion of the lips inward, and we need to inflate the sides here, so it's better. It's looking kind of okay now, but still needs work. It's not particularly fine. Even if I put my, let's put it back a little bit to see. Let's put it forward. Make the mouth smaller, chin smaller. Even if I do the ears now, it will not look good. Make a bit longer jaw, the lower jaw. And the neck not so wide in the top. It was too wide, definitely. Yeah, we have to, you know, I'm thinking out loud, because sometimes I cannot quite see why something is looking a bit wrong, you know. And now I have a feeling that this is not looking quite good. Maybe the ears will go forward. Yes. The nose and this part, I will add more meat in here. Push the mouth backward. Still looks a bit wrong. Push everything backward. Yeah, maybe when I pushed the mouth even more backward, it started to look a bit better. A bit better. The mouth and the nose were too far forward. And now she's smiling a bit, but I think she's looking a bit better. And we'll see. So, I will smooth the lower lip. I will make sure it's fully situated. And then I will try to make, like this, a bit of a form, shape of the lower lip. Of all the lips, I mean, the lower upper, the shape has to be there. The eyes will be a little bit smaller, cat-like. And then we will increase this area here, just to make sure she's not very thin. Because, yeah, female, to look femalish, they have to have a little bit of fat, you know. If they are very thin, it doesn't look too good. So, yeah, I always do this line here, which is going around the corners of the mouth and a little bit lower than that, because it looks kind of femalish, I guess. That's why. You see, now it's looking relatively fine. If I make some eyebrows, which I have to just, you know, do them like this, it should be okay. Yeah, it's looking a little bit better. Better is very nice. So I will sharpen the corners of the jaw, especially here in the bottom. I'm a genie in the bottom. And it's, yeah, let's fix the ears. How to do it? Push this area in. With the standard brush even I can push it in. And then this outer area here could be a little bit thicker. And then we will push the inner parts in. Like this. And then we will make the Y part. Because the question is why, you know. And this part has to go... Yeah, it will be difficult. Because we don't have too much geometry there. And the geometry was kind of wrong. That's why the polygons are starting to get wacky. Because this ear was just... you know. The problem with this head overall was that it didn't have the right forms. It just had the right things, like it has eyes, it had mouth, but they were just drawn over the face without the proper form, which is super common. That's absolutely ultra common, so just don't do it. I mean, make the right forms, make the right shapes, to have a muzzle of the mouth, to have this kind of fat pads around here, which are smooth because she's smiling and they're visible. But now she is smiling, which is not a neutral pose, but I like it, so I will leave it this way. I kind of like it. Smiling. Overall, not a super good job I did, but I think it's kind of fine. Here in the back we can just... the back is not of our concern that much. Maybe I can make her head a bit bigger in the back, because this girl is on fire. No, she is... let's... you know, she's pointing her head forward. That's why her ears should go more up. And from the front view, they should be up a bit. Then the nostrils should go more flatter, not like this. Don't make them like this. Just normal nose will be cool. Yeah, I guess this will be it for this girl face. It's looking relatively fine. Let's see, by the way, is it fine? Is it better than the original? So, is it better than the original? Should be better. Let's move it this way. And let's turn on the original. Yeah, I think it's better. Definitely. Well, the ears are not the best, but they will work. They're working, so it's fine. Okay, this will be it for this video. And yeah, common mistakes. Ears are not very well pronounced. They are very small. The forehead is again a little bit flat, which is not, it's always like smooth. But smooth with some forms. It's not exactly super smooth. On a female, it's more smooth, but still can have some forms. For example, I even forgot to make this, but I will do it like here, push, and then smooth, because the forehead is important, and I will just make sure it has some forms in there. Yes, like this. I think now it's better, because this specular here is a little bit broken, and it's better, but not so much like this huge eyebrow lines that are more fit to a man, you know. And also not like this here, which is kind of doesn't have form around the eyes. So yeah, pretty cool. Let's continue the next video with the next head.